Welcome to myprojectbazaar.com. The title of the project is Biomedical Document Clustering using Ontology based concept weight. Let us see the abstract of the title. The document clustering we have using the mainly two concepts we have derived to this paper. So biomedical we have using for the cancer and like to the dataset for the diabetes like the dataset. The document content to two types of forms and classification to the group of all documentations interval. The interval of the hypothesis we have the relevant document information. In the phase of the operations we have using the variety of the information need and applications such as a collection management. The analysis report we have mainly the term and concept based analysis report will be generated for the classification result. The frequent classification mainly involved to the term and concept. We have already the pre-processing steps we have done into the exact matching for the relevant documentation. The documentation used for very helpful of the biomedical searching related documentation. The term concept will be the frequency relevant only for weight calculation to the term concept. Concept behavioral we have checking to the similarity words for matching the result to the documentation for containing all the documentation criteria. All the documentation criteria we have checking to the process for the vocabulary basis and will the related words then checking to the process to getting the result of the analysis part. We have mainly discussed for the classification for frequency classification, frequency weight and frequency calculations we have accept to the project. The analysis report we have mainly for the term and concept basis. The term basis we have derived to the frequency weight calculations and almost we have derived to the concept basis. The vocabulary we have checking for the URL basis, the online link. The link getting to the result of the vocabulary, then will be checking process for all the documentations, then will be invoked for the frequency and weight calculation. Let us see the flow of the diagram. This is the data sheet. First of all, we have taken to the biomedical dataset for the three dataset we are deriving. Next, we have the pre-processing step. The pre-processing steps we have tokenization to all the documentation. The stop words will be removing for all the stop words. The tokenizations and the stop word removing after we have getting to the documentation selection. The document selection we have checking for after pre-processing. Once we have the document sections we are providing to, then we have checking to the keywords for the tokenization method. The tokenization retrieved to the hierarchical position for all the keywords separately. We checking to the three documentation for the biomedical related documentation. The keyword will be analysis for the two space models to contain the term and concept. The term model only you have checking to the keywords. The frequency and weight for checking for all the documentation we calculating to the frequency and weight. The concept model a little bit changing for the vocabulary models. You put in the keywords. First of all, we checking to the concept of the keyword and the vocabulary of the similarity basis of the vocabulary. Then the processing for all the documentation section. Then we'll be checking for the frequency and weight. Finally, we have comparison for the two methods to deriving the concept for the classification for the biometric frequency weight calculation. Let us see the project demo. The biomedical document clustering using the ontology based concepts, right? First of all, you click to the file and dataset for the cancer. Okay. The next same click bio infection for the biomedical datasets. We have the virus open. Next you click that process. So you have the first file and second file and third files. First of all, you have the stop words will be removed. You click that the stop word remove for all the datasets of the pre-processing step 1. Next to the pre-processing we have analyzed to the concept search or term search. You checking to the term search. This is the file required for the stop word remove everything. You just see the keyword, checking to the keyword. First of all, we checking to the searching process. The searching process simultaneously, first of all, we checking to the all the frequency value keywords, transfer, cancel. Next we have searching. The frequency 1 and frequency 2 and frequency 3 will be calculated for the total frequency. The frequency calculation for the cancel for the first file and second file and third file reporting. Then we have total reporting for the frequency file for the keyword searching. This is the RAM frequency. Next we have weight of the frequency. The weight of the frequency of the cancel keywords, we have the frequency on the first file is this, second file is this, third file is this. The frequency weight calculation we have using the formula basis. Next we have the concept search. The concept search I have checking to the cancel, same result, cancel, searching the result. A little bit waiting for the result. We will be checking for the first file and second file, third file with the vocabulary link. The vocabulary basis or link we getting to the result of the files, the data set. The frequency of the first file for the cancel 302 and 382 the second file and 338 is the third file and the total of the frequency. So the vocabulary content will be increased for the term and frequency for the weight of the vocabulary since we have collected the information for all the documentation. Next we checking to the weight process. The weight process for the frequency weight, we checking the algorithm for this formulations. We have using to this formulation to calculate the weight. So first of all we have the documentation tricky for the cancer, eye infection, the virus. So two methods we have using the retrieve the information for the term and frequency weight. The frequency weight of this is the frequency weight of the concept wise and the term wise. The concept wise frequency we are calculating the weight and the result will be shown for the comparison result. The comparison result we have mainly used to the three data set, the biomedical data set. The term of the result will be this, the frequency of the result of the concept is this. So there will be the concept will be increasing, so because the vocabulary sense we have the collecting the more than result of the all the three documentation. The term frequency only for collecting the term wise the frequency, the calculating with the most of the calculation we have including that one. The analysis report of the concept of the concept based model and term based models, the eye infections and the cancer and the virus. This level we have the description for the concept basis. So the concept based models will be best for the term basis. The comparison results show as for the each and every details of the files. The documentation clustering we have used the frequency clustering identify for the frequency, and we have getting the weight of the frequency is the main reason for the two bases, the concept basis and the term basis. We have using to the ontology, we have getting the vocabulary sense we using to the ontology basis. We dynamically getting to the vocabulary for the global world of the documentation putting to the keyword basis. So the analysis report we have checking the process for the concept and term frequency classification result to the biomedical content. Using the concept based models we have checking the all the documentation, we getting the result of the optimizes result will be getting the weight processing. Thank you.